Oh man.
Whew, I'm dehydrated. I'm dehydrated. I'm dehydrated. Ooh. Ooh. Hmm. I had to say this word because this just came to me now. I had this revelation that came to me like, what was it, like last month? So as God's been pruning me and stuff, for my own insecurities, right? Check this out. Me being a person where I have always, how y'all doing? God bless all of y'all. But me being a person where I've always dealt with my own insecurities, even now, I'm 30 years old. Um, I guess you could say I'm not the best looking guy. You know what I'm saying? Um, and this is for a lot of you guys. Hello, Natalie. Hello, Jana. A lot of you, how y'all doing? But for a lot of you guys that's preparing for marriage, single man, maybe deal with low self esteem like myself from time to time. And God been trying to work with me on that in the secret place. And the best thing that I can say for you guys is that to find your worth in Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Find your worth in God because at the end of the day, it's gonna be so many different women out here, man. I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. Like I'm a single man of God. I'm not married. I'm just trying to be real with y'all. Like I've had women come to me and say, I was either cute or that I wasn't cute, or that I was attractive, or that I wasn't attractive. So it's like, or just a lot of women that will look down on me based off of my status, where I'm currently at, or yeah, like the ebbs and flows of life, right? Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Um, but I've learned to be more, stable in God because those things come and go. You know what I'm saying? Those things really come and go. And it's only going to be one woman at the end of the day that's really going to be able to really have your heart. But you can't really wait. Like me personally, I'm trying not to really wait on no woman to validate me. Like, that's what I normally would do. And all it's gonna do at the end of the day is gonna upset you. You're gonna feel discouraged or disappointed most of the time because a lot of the stuff, a lot of your worth, a lot of your value as a man that God is calling you to be, whatever gifts and things that He's instilled inside of you, a lot of women not gonna be able to see that and honor that. And I'm just being real. They're not gonna be able to see a lot of the stuff that you're able to do, your talents, whatever it is that a lot of y'all called to do, and they're not gonna be able to honor those things the way that a lot of y'all want them to. And that is something that I feel like God was giving me the revelation on just what was it like last month or whatever. Um because like I said, me being a person where I'm trying to prepare for marriage, right, and I'm trying to, get my heart right so that whatever woman that God has for me, what I'm saying, that I'm not idolizing her based off of her validating me. Because it'll be a time like where, even if you are married, your wife won't be always be able to, validate your emotions or your feelings or whatever you're called to do in God, you know what I'm saying? And you're gonna still have to keep doing what you've been doing. And that's where I'm just coming to where, like, whatever it is that you're called to do, no matter if women are there or not, to still keep doing it, because I've allowed that to be something that has discouraged me a lot, because I feel like a lot of men, with us, we feel like we need a lot of money and materialistic things, and we got to be at a certain stature. Like, the thing is, God could be calling you to do something, and you like, I don't want to do this because I don't feel like I'm up to the part to be able to do it. I don't look a certain way. I've thought about all of these same things, even when y'all see me being on here. Like, bro, I don't even got like. Look at me, come on, man. Like, it look like I'll be barely holding on, but I still try to at least speak and give whatever that I have on the inside of me. You know what I'm saying? But that's just what I really want to tell a lot of y'all, because in a word it does says that we are fearfully and wonderfully made, but the hard truth is that a lot of women, they not gonna be able to see everything that's inside of you and value it. And I also talked about this too on my TikTok. For a lot of y'all that don't know, my TikTok is in my bio. Y'all can click on it and it'll link me. But I just talked about how, um, God dang it, I think I forgot. Hold on, y'all. But yeah, you can't wait on no woman to give you that validation that you're looking for. Like, that's what it was. I just remembered. Thank you guys. So when you are talking to so many different women, hear me out when I say this. When you are talking to so many different women as a single man of God, you are setting yourself up in a way of, like, you're gonna end up having rejection and deep wounds, because you're talking to so many different women. They don't even know what you're called to do, as far as your purpose, all of that stuff. They don't know, right? And then at the same time, you talking to a woman that you barely know. She don't even really know what to do with you. She don't even really know how to handle you like that. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I've encountered when I didn't talk to so many different women, and it's like, they, at times, I guess you say, they don't even know what to do with me. You feel me? Because then I come with some deep stuff, and I try not to be deep or whatever at times, but it's like, that's when you just know that it's not supposed to be, because you carry, it's like you carry too much substance. I don't know if y'all ever heard a woman, like, if you were a guy, if you ever heard a woman say some stuff like, oh, it's not you, it's me, or you're just too good, or like, and you have to really take in mind what they are actually saying. They telling you really what it is. You hear? They really telling you what it is. And the truth is, you are good. For a lot of y'all men out there, y'all are, you know not fit for a lot of women that's out here. For a lot of y'all that are men of God and that's in that secret place, like I say, preparing for marriage, man, with all these talents, all these gifts, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these women, they don't know what to do with that stuff. They don't know what to do with it, and they don't know how to honor it the right way. And when I say honor it the right way, I mean, like, so in the word of God, it does talking about casting your pearls before swine. Like, do not cast your pearls before swine, lest they turn around and rend you. And I mean, I hate to say that the woman that you would be talking to is like a swine or whatever, but you don't want to give something that's of value to someone that doesn't know what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Because they can easily throw it away. That's like you telling a female that you talking to about all your accomplishments, and then, well, all she say is, "Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. What else?" You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you want to be with someone that could really, value where you coming from. Everything that you bring, everything that you're about, whatever you stand for, that's who you want to be around. Because, like I say, for a lot of y'all, you bringing a whole table to a woman and she can barely bring, you know, her half of the bargain. You see what I'm saying? And I don't think that specifically when it comes to a lot of men that this type of stuff is brought up, but it's a lot of men, a lot of y'all men out there, like, I can see why we not really just fit for anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like God knows at the end of the day who you should be with if He is calling a lot of y'all to marriage. But I ain't gonna lie to you, it's a lot of women out there that can't sustain or be able to honor and respect whatever a lot of y'all got going on, and it's gonna bring like a weight of shame. I feel like, and that's why it also talks about us not being unequally yoked. You know, you end up settling with the wrong woman, and you end up finding out why that wasn't a good idea in the first place. See what I'm saying? So yeah, man. At the end of the day, it's not worth it. And then, also understanding too, just because you feel me, this the thing too. It's always gonna be a lot of beautiful women out here. You know what I'm saying? It's been beautiful women since the beginning of time. You know what I'm saying? But understanding too, like, just because women are beautiful, that doesn't mean that they know how to validate you. That don't mean that they know how to carry what you have, or that they have the willingness to bear with you. You know what I'm saying? Just because a woman looks good, you know. But like I said, nevertheless though, this is what had came to me around like last month. I had just forgot about it until I had laid down. And like I said, this goes for a lot of y'all, like I say, that deal with low self esteem, insecurities, like how I typically do. Cause I'm not even fully out of the gate myself. Um, but yeah, like, you would still have to speak life over yourself, like, regardless if a woman is around or not. Rather than feeling like you're a loser because you ain't talking to certain females. Like, I used to think that way back in high school. You know what I'm saying? And I think too, um, just coming from that mindset of thinking like because you're not talking to so many different women that you're a loser, like, you know, that was that whole high school mentality. Like, you got to be talking to like this amount of women just to prove like you the man. You feel me? And that's not true at all. You can still be the man by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you was the man before God ever brings a woman in your life. You see what I'm saying? You still had that motion. You see what I'm saying? You was still you. And that's just, like I said, that's where I'm coming from when it comes to that. Because the thing is, when you give the wrong thing to the wrong kind of women, like, I don't know, like, they'll show you better than they could tell you why that wasn't a good thing. You know what I'm saying? They'll probably tell you like, oh, I feel like you doing too much. Da da da. Why you gotta be doing all this all the time? Them saying all this kind of stuff to you. Or like I say, like, for me, I'm a prayer warrior. Like, let's say, it could be time for you to try to pray and you trying to read the word or whatever. And then with the wrong woman, she say, oh, you overdoing your part. Why you gotta be reading? Why you gotta be praying right now? Like, they don't want to deal with the cost that it comes with your life, because your life has substance to it. And they don't have the means to be able to keep up with you. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, and that's understandable. You feel me? Like, all right. Because, not everybody gonna be able to understand. But you still gotta be that person. You still gotta be that person that you was, like I say, regardless if that woman is there or not. Basically saying too, like, it shouldn't really make or break you. You know what I'm saying? And that's also something that I'm trying to, equate to. I'm not saying for us to be robots, because I know at the end of the day, You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of men out here, including myself. Like I just said, like I am trying to prep for marriage myself. Is that to say not to have a natural attraction to women? No, I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is that don't overly put women in that place where they're whatever they say is their final say so over your whole life, and you let that pretty much gives you more value than your own, way of doing things by yourself. You know what I'm saying? You allow how they validate you to pretty much credit your whole life. You know what I'm saying? You give them more power. Like basically whatever they say, if they tell you, like if a female comes to you and she say, "Oh, you look nice and you look cute or whatever," and you don't get that a lot, you feel me? So it's like how you finna act. You finna start changing how you acting, and it's like, nah, keep doing whatever you doing, because the thing is, she could say that you look nice, right? And then she could go ahead and go back doing, back doing whatever she was doing. You see what I'm saying? Because people, they can switch, they can flip. Females, they could flip or they could switch on you. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, when it comes to that, still be who you are, because like I said, that's just something that I feel like God has really been trying to work with me on, you know. And I've always, like I love women, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, you know what I'm saying? I'm thankful that God made me a guy. Like I think, women are pretty cool. But when we put them at that certain stature and everything that they say and do for the man, it puts us in this high place. We should have already been in that high place anyway. And that's just something that I'm coming to grips to understand too. Because it's like I said, they can take that back. They can tell you that you look nice, smell good, or whatever. But you gave them that power, you know what I'm saying? You should have already been telling that to yourself. You see what I'm saying? And I don't know. I'm just telling y'all based off too, like how like I'm coming, from my just everything I've been through. Cause I would do this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I will put all my strength and my energy in a woman's hands, and whatever they say is like, oh, she said that I look nice. She said I smell good, and for when you dealing with low self esteem as a guy and you have low self worth, obviously it does something to you. You feel me? It ignites your spirit because you feel like the man. You feel me? Especially if it's from a very beautiful woman. You single. You know what I'm saying? You don't get that much attention that much. But I'm learning even in the secret place. I feel like with God, like it's gonna be times. It's gonna be times where women will, look your way, and then it will be times when women won't look your way. But you should still remain to be yourself regardless if they come or if they don't come. Just realize at the end of the day, they still gonna be there. And I'm pretty sure somebody done already told a lot of y'all that, like anyway, growing up, that women gonna still be there regardless. And I'm coming to understand that at 30 years old, they still gonna be there. Y'all could have been and had a bad day, you feel me? Come outside and it could be a woman. She's like, "Oh yeah, I really like your haircut." Da, da, da. You wasn't even expecting it, so it's like, and that's happened to me before. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you would never really know who really is into you as well. But nevertheless, I'm just sharing a lot of this stuff to y'all that I feel like God been trying to work with me on in the secret place, because it's something too. It talks about wherever your heart is, that's where your treasure will be also. And that's why I just said, like, wherever we are giving our time, our energy, our strength to, I value that stuff. Like I idolize it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all remember, like, when you be back in high school, and we all want to be the man. You see the popular guys, they getting all the women. So you got the other guys, that the ones that's not really getting that type of attention. They thinking like, oh man, I feel like a loser because I'm not getting all these, the women attention and stuff like that. But in God, it talks about us having our own wife anyway. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing too. You see what I'm saying? Like, just because it's not a lot of women chasing after you, or telling you that you look good, or you're not getting a lot of likes or things on Facebook, that doesn't You know what I'm saying? Because you're you at the end of the day. You know what you carry. I know what I carry, and when I say this, I'm being 100% real. It took me a very long time to get to this point, but it's like if I was already having a good day when I came outside, I don't want to allow just because a woman came outside and she didn't look my way, I'm gonna start having a bad day. No, I'm gonna keep having a good day regardless. Like I say, and just let it be what it be because I have really odd stories, and I'm not trying to stir up nobody's flesh and nothing like that. I'm just trying to be honest and transparent with y'all because, like I just said, how they would typically tell us, women will always be there. So don't fret about that stuff. Don't be discouraged or feel sad. You know what I'm saying? When you don't get that type of attention, I guarantee you. This is a quick story for y'all, real quick. I'm working at the airport, man. I had on like some scrubs or whatever. Like pretty much I was, cause I was a custodian, so I'm a janitor. I'm downstairs or whatever. I'll never forget it. It was this I think she was either Pakistani or whatever. It was a Pakistani lady and she didn't look bad or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And um she had asked me like where was the bathroom? And I'm like, oh, I think it's going that way. I pointed and she had like threw me off. She was like, what she said to me? She was like, "Hello, Maria, how you doing?" She was like, "Oh, by the way, you have some really pretty eyes." And I'm like, "Huh?" You see what I'm saying? So it threw me off because I didn't expect her to say that. You see what I'm saying? I didn't expect her to tell me that I had some really nice looking eyes or pretty eyes. You see what I'm saying? Because I never got those type of comments. Even when I was in high school, like I wasn't getting that type of, you know what I'm saying, attention. You see what I'm saying? But nevertheless, it's like still be whoever God is calling you to be. I know that's not like even when I be on this platform, I don't do this stuff for no females. You see what I'm saying? I don't do this stuff for no women. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say like the women will come. It will be some women that, you know, they will try to come your way, but don't feel discouraged about it. Just be you, be who God calling you to be, and you know what I'm saying? Understand too, like not everybody like the same thing. If you looking for a wife, if you looking for a woman, you know what I'm saying, to get married to settle down, because I'm not on here trying to promote any promiscuity or you know what I'm saying, promiscuous for people to be promiscuous or whatever. But if you looking to settle down or whatever, it will be a lot of women that can't be able to see your value. You see what I'm saying? Even if it's just like a woman that and she don't even want to get married to you. She just sees the value in you. She can literally come past you and God could use that woman to say, "Hey, you're a nice looking young man, da da da. I see you going pretty far." You see what I'm saying? I think most of the time too, a lot of men just want someone that can see the value in them. And it is women out here that can be able to see your value. It may not be a lot of women, but it's a lot of women that's out here that can see your value. I just want to let that be made known. So you know, and I also want to add this too. Um, because I am a man of God at the end of the day, I have to add this too. And I talked about this on my TikTok. You have a lot of women. They want to talk to someone that's like a fire breathing preacher. And I talked about this on my TikTok as well. Um, don't even be worried or discouraged about that. You know what I'm saying? As a man of God, you know what I'm saying? Still be who God is calling you to be. Still do whatever He's calling you to do, regardless if you feel me. You get the likes, you get the attention, you get the validation, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? That's because obviously, like I said, that's not why you do it in the first place, right? You're doing it because you just doing it because of God. You know what I'm saying? All that other stuff, it'll come. You know what I'm saying? All that other stuff will come. And sometimes you may not even know. It could be a woman. She come to you and she just want to tell you that you look nice. Not that she even want to date you or talk to you. She could all she want to do is just tell you that you look nice, and that's it. And I think a lot of guys be wanting to hear that, even if it's not like, hey, can we go on a date and stuff like that. Like just hearing like, oh yeah, you handsome and stuff like that. That does a lot because I'm not sure like a lot of men get that really a lot, right? But it does a lot because, like I say, what it does is like for me, it will ruin my momentum and my consistency. You see what I'm saying? Because you seeing everybody else, especially when you go on Instagram, you go on social media, and you seeing like it's a guy, and then he has his wife, or you see these different couples, and it's like attractive. You got attractive couple, or whatever. And I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, dang man, like it make you start being insecure about who you are. You see what I'm saying? So it's like still just be confident in who you are regardless on what you look like and whatever you have. We all gotta make the most of what we have. I'm not the tallest guy. I'm only 5'9", bro. I'm only 5'9", y'all. Like I'm not even the tallest guy. I have to make the most of what I have. Yeah, it's a lot of women that's out there that want somebody that's 6 feet. I'm not six foot. I'm not 6 foot. A lot of y'all maybe not be 6 foot. And even if you are, you know, still be who God is calling y'all to be. But that's pretty much really what I wanted to tell y'all, man. And I hope that y'all be encouraged. It just had came to me out of nowhere as I was laying down because I completely forgot about the message. Because like I said, it had came to me last month. Because I know that it's a lot of men out there that may deal with insecurity, how they look, um, and just understand too whether because I'm skinny too. Like I'm like 125 pounds. Like y'all, I mean, like I say, I'm a work in progress though. You know what I'm saying? But may y'all all just find out who y'all all are in God and not to be swayed by whatever woman says to you. Because like I said, it'll come someday, you feel me? It'll come. You feel me? And I'm just like I said, I'm learning how to let stuff flow and it's doing more ease on my mental. Because the gist of it is this. Women are not like they're like foreign creatures or nothing like that. They are human beings at the end of the day. When y'all go to the gas station or when you go to the store or the grocery store, y'all are going to see women in the grocery store or the store or the gas station. They're going to be there eventually. Cause I used to thinking that like I'm like man, I'm never gonna you know what I'm saying. I'm speaking this stuff over myself like who's gonna want to talk to me? Obviously that's another thing too, right? Like speaking stuff over yourself, like just learning how to just still be confident in yourself. You know what I'm saying, regardless on because I think that like for a lot of men that's on social media and it's very tempting, right? Because you can see a lot of men, they got chains on, you feel me? They got Lamborghinis, they got all this materialistic stuff on, and then you start to play the comparison game. You like, wait a minute, he getting all this, da, 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 you know what I'm saying? And then you start looking at yourself, and you like, I'm not getting that, and so you just like you start feeling bad about yourself and start feeling inferior. But I'm getting to the point, and like I said, I'm even trying to tell y'all this, bro. Y'all see what I got on? Look what I got on right now. Okay, it's like I said, still just be yourself. Whatever it is that you have on, I don't even care, bro. Like if you still have to have on the same shirt as yesterday, I don't care. If you have substance to you, if you are being who God is calling you to be, still, like I say, still remain confident. I don't care whatever woman come up to you, say whatever, they could talk about you, still be whoever God is calling you to be, man. At the end of the day, cause me being a person that personally deal with this stuff and just confidence and low self-worth for a very long time, and I'm not even perfected in it. Like it just getting to that point, and mostly too because when I come outside, I'm trying to have a good time. I'm not trying to have my day based on, oh, Well, she told me I look cute, so now my day is good, going good. It was already going good, and it's gonna go good, rather regardless who if a woman come up to me and say something to me or not. I don't care, and that's the type of attitude and mentality I'm trying to have because I feel like a lot of settings and just things at times get ruined. Like when we could just go out and have fun, like as men, and then all of a sudden women come by, and then all of a sudden when you don't get the attention that you was looking for from certain women, you just think to yourself like, oh man, like you start to feel like discouraged and just sad. You like, man, ain't no female talk to me today. I'm like, but did you have a good time outside? Did you have fun? You feel me? Like it's gonna be a time somebody gonna say something to y'all. Trust me. That's why I told y'all about the story with me in the airport and me and that lady, and I didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? She talking about some. I got really pretty eyes, and I'm just like, huh? And I took it as a compliment. I'm like, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Not nothing like sexual or nothing like that, but I took it as a compliment because rather I wouldn't really get that many compliments, right? But yeah, just continue keep being y'all, man, and that's the best thing I can keep telling y'all. Remember that y'all are fearfully and wonderfully made. I don't care, like I said, what y'all got going on, whatever status, whatever y'all work on, whatever y'all occupation is. Just know that you are fearfully and wonderfully made, and don't let nobody try to get in y'all mind and make y'all think that y'all deserve to have less or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I'm out, y'all. God bless y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe.